Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This installment, I am talking about coverage C on your homeowner's policy. This is the part of a homeowner's policy that covers our personal property, not to be confused with business property. So, this is all of our personal stuff. And if you have listened to the installments of this, you know already about coverage A and about coverage B. Coverage C now handles the stuff. And my favorite image for understanding this is pretend that God picks your house up, turns it upside down, and shakes real hard. I don't know why God would do that. It seems kind of like a jerk move, but let's just pretend. And that happens. Everything that falls out, everything that's loose, that is classified as personal property. And in every home policy I've ever seen, the personal property amount is an automatic percentage that is derived or based on coverage A. State law says it has to be a minimum of 50%. I've actually never, at least that I recall, seen a policy where it's that low. But in any case, that's still in most cases a robust amount of money. So say you had a $250,000 house, even at 50%, there'd be at least $125,000 in coverage for your stuff. And it's things like your dishes and your clothes and your furniture and your appliances. So those kinds of things. Often people will say to me, well, Wayne, I have $500,000 of coverage on my personal property and there's no way that I have $500,000 worth of stuff. Can you please lower that? And the answer is no, because the system automatically puts in that minimum amount. And much like coverage B, other structures, you're not actually paying extra premium for that. It is just automatically built in. So insurance advisor or a worker in an insurance office could take white out and white it out and change it, but it wouldn't save you any money. So you get that amount automatically. That said, if that is not enough, you absolutely can pay more and get more. So that's always a choice. More commonly, what people will do is if they have specific high-end items like pieces of jewelry or firearms that they're very concerned about, or artwork, or yeah, those kinds of things, then they will specifically schedule them. And scheduling is simply specifically listing that item with an insurance amount on the policy. But aside from that, coverage C is pretty self-explanatory. Um, I do always encourage people to take lots and lots and lots of photographs once in a while around your home and then email them to yourself. And here is why. Say something horrifyingly bad happens to your home. In Michigan, that's a fire or a tornado in most cases, and you have literally lost everything. The insurance company is going to ask you to give them a list of everything so that they can come up with a dollar amount to write a check back to you under that personal property section. They are not going to just automatically write you a check for the full amount. They have to have some kind of a list. And some companies make people actually provide documents or some kind of specific documentation about things. Farm Bureau doesn't, in my experience, ever work that way. They're very trusting in that regard. They will take people's word for it if they say, well, here's what I lost. But the question is, do we really remember what we lost? And I don't know about you, but I'm sitting in this room and I could walk out of this room and I would probably not be able to list on a piece of paper every single thing that was hanging on the wall, everything that was in every drawer. And to the extent that we can list things, then the insurance company will take that and put a fair dollar value to it to replace it. And they total all that up, and then that determines the check that you get to start over again with. So it's just a good idea once in a while to go around, take a video or take pictures of everything, open your drawers, take shots of stuff, email them to yourself. Hopefully you never need to use it. But if God forbid you do, and your house burns down and you're sitting in that hotel room, wondering how you're going to pick yourself back up, well, here's one tangible thing you can do. You'll go find those emails and you'll look at those photos and you'll start listing all of these things. You probably shed some tears, but along the way, you will go a long way to doing your part to helping your insurance company make you whole. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I am Wayne Haney, the local licensed insurance counselor in these parts at Haney Farm Bureau, nestled in downtown Lake Orion between Sagebrush and Johnny Black's. So you can stop in, give us a call, or send me a message here. Thank you. Please stay safe.